Hi friends, welcome to this session of Verbal GRE. Today we are going to look at the general strategy for text completion and sentence equivalence question formats. So just a quick recap of text completion format. So in text completion, there are three different type of questions. One is text completion with one blank, two blanks and three blanks. So all of them start with one passage composed of 1 to 5 sentences. There are 1, 2 or 3 blanks, and each blank has at least 3 answer choices. So if we are having a single blank question, we have 5 answer choices, right? And our job is to choose answers for each of those blanks such that the sentence as a whole indicates something. It has a holistic meaning, right? And one thing that you need to remember is that there is no credit for partially correct answers. So if you choose the correct answer for one blank, but if you don't choose the correct answer for the second blank, you don't get any point on the GRE. A sample question is like this: he is a dash politician. He never expresses his views publicly. So we have 5 options. It's a single blank question. We have 5 options. We are supposed to select one of them. So you will see that even if there are 1, 2 or 3 blanks, the text completions generally can be addressed with only one strategy. In fact, the same goes with sentence equivalence also. Sentence equivalence, the format of that we'll see later, but the idea here is that there is only one strategy for all these question types, and we'll just look into that shortly. So let's look at this. Same question: he is a dash politician. He never expresses his views publicly. So there are 5 steps that will take you to the correct answer. Let's look at those 5 steps. Firstly, split the sentence. What do you mean by split the sentence? So we split the sentence into main ideas and simplify structure. So what are the different ideas here? He is a dash politician, there is a semicolon. He never expresses his views publicly. So there are 2 ideas here basically. That the politician is something, this is a missing word, and the politician does not talk about his views. There are 2 different ideas. So are these ideas same or different? Are they positively correlated or negatively correlated? So we need to understand the relation among the main ideas. It seems here that these 2 ideas are not contradicting each other, right? They are basically talking about the same thing. The second idea is kind of an elaboration of this idea. It's not an opposite though, right? So these 2 ideas build on each other and present one strong idea about the politician. Correct? Let's move to the third step: intended meaning of the blank. We need to identify the intended meaning of the blank. So because these ideas are positively correlated, the meaning of this blank is going to be something related to the meaning indicated in this second idea. And what is that going to be? Arrive at the intended meaning of the missing word. The missing word should relate to not talking about one's views. Here we have this idea that the politician doesn't talk about one's views. So this missing word is going to be similar to this. Why is it going to be similar? Because these ideas are related to one another in a positive sense. They are not opposing each other. In fact, they are supporting each other. So this missing blank should also be talking about the fact that the politician does not talk about his views. So now we have some idea about the missing blank. So now we'll look at each answer choice. Scrutinize the answer choices. We'll try to fit each answer choice into this and see whether that answer choice, firstly, whether it is related to the politician not talking about his views, and whether after putting this choice, both the sentences as a whole, whether that makes a complete sense. First is shrewd. Does shrewd mean not talking about ideas? No. Reticent. Does reticent means, reticent by definition means not talking too much. So reticent, does it mean not talking about ideas? Yes, it does. Seasoned, seasoned means experienced. Does it relate to not talking about ideas? No. Outspoken, does outspoken relate to not talking about ideas? Yes, it relates, but it relates in the opposite sense. So outspoken is someone who likes to talk about one's ideas, right? So this is opposite. In fact, we are looking for a synonym. Does sly mean not talking about one's idea? No. So we'll see that by strategy of elimination, we eliminated 4 options. The one that is pending is reticent. Reticent is synonym of not talking about the views, and that is why it is the correct answer. The 5th step that is not shown here is you put this word back in the main sentence. He is a reticent politician. He never expresses his views publicly. Now, after putting this answer choice, we are able to get one consistent meaning out of the entire question stem. So that is why we verify that reticent is the correct answer. We tick it and move on. So this is a general strategy. You will see that this general strategy works for 1 blank questions, 2 blank questions, 3 blank questions, and also sentence equivalence questions. Let's see how it works for sentence equivalence questions. Quickly, the recap of sentence equivalence format. It's a single sentence with 1 blank and 6 answer choices, and you are supposed to select 2 answer choices that can go in this blank. These answer choices are also synonyms to each other. Let's look at one example. Although it does contain some pioneering ideas, one would hardly characterize the work as something. The 6 options we have is orthodox, eccentric, original, trifling, conventional, innovative. So we are supposed to choose 2 out of these 6 ideas. Both of them have to be synonyms, and both of them have to fit in this particular blank and give the sentence a holistic meaning. So those 2 words can be, let's look at it. The first step, try to split. What is the first step? Split the sentence. Okay. So first step, split the sentence. How do we split the sentence? Although it does contain some pioneering ideas, one would hardly characterize this work as dash. That means the work has some pioneering ideas, right? Ideas, but it is not dash. So these are the 2 ideas here. These 2 ideas are positively or negatively correlated. They are negatively correlated, right? That means this missing is should contradict to this pioneering, right? But look at it closely. It is not. There is a not here, right? This idea is contradicting with the work being pioneering, but there is a not here. So that means this specific word has to be something synonym of pioneering, right? This idea is opposite, but because there is a not here, this specific word has to be opposite of pioneering. So it could be something like original or new or something like that, right? So it has to be something like, what is the 3rd step? The 3rd step is intended meaning. So intended meaning is something like original or authentic or new or something like that, right? 4th option, we'll put all these, look at all these answer choices, we'll put them here. Orthodox, does it mean something like original, authentic, new? No, it doesn't mean. Eccentric, eccentric, does it mean original, authentic, new? No, it doesn't work. Original, does it mean original, authentic, new? Yes. So this is one answer choice. Okay. Trifling, trifling doesn't mean original, authentic or new. No. Conventional, conventional does not mean original, authentic or new. No. Innovative, yes, innovative relates to original, authentic and new. So that is another answer choice. We have selected 2. We'll all quickly verify that both of these are synonyms. Original and innovative, yes, they talk about similar idea. They can be synonyms. And let's put them back here. Although it does contain some pioneering ideas, one would hardly characterize the work as original. That makes sense. Second option, although it does contain some pioneering ideas, one would hardly characterize the work as innovative. That also makes sense. So C and F are the correct answer choices. So you will see that the same 5-step approach that we saw for text completion also works for sentence equivalence. So thanks for watching, and please continue with the next video in order to get a very good understanding of the strategy. Thank you.